Hi, so here's the bike we've got for sale. This, for your own research, is a Rad Power Rad Runner 2. Overall, it's in super good nick. This video is just going to talk about the mechanics of the bike, and then there's another video for the electrics. So we'll start right at the front. So we've got mechanical disc brakes on the front wheel, good brakes. It's had new brake pads fitted. The tyre has got lots of tread and life left to it. It's a wide tyre which gives you more comfort on the broken up roads that we have. But the downside is that obviously there's a lot more friction with the road, so this bike is really designed to be an electric bike. You don't really want to ride this bike without electric. It's got a front mudguard. The axle has been re-greased. The headset in here has been taken apart, inspected and re-greased. It's got a mount point system here for bolting on a rack, or you could improvise and make some sort of holder for anything specific you were carrying luggage wise. It's got BMX bars for an upright riding position. And then coming down, the cranks have been checked. The bottom bracket in here has been taken out and re-greased. All nuts and bolts on the whole bike have been done to the correct torque levels. It's got a double-sided kickstand, really heavy duty. You can easily load up the back with cargo or a child without you having to be sat on the bike. It's really quite sturdy. And it's a single speed, so no gears to change on this, so no shifter on the handlebars. Makes the maintenance of it very low level. You just need to really keep the chain clean and waxed or oiled, which it has been. The downside to a single speed is that you can't change down gears for really steep hills, and obviously you can't change up gears to try and push a bit more speed out of it. Because it's been modified for more power, less of those instances are necessary, but nonetheless it's worth noting. Then from there we've got the rider's seat and a passenger seat. The passenger seat and rear rack as a whole can take around 9 stone, around 8.5 stone I think, 50 odd kilos. The two bars there to the rear holding on bars and the front bars, they've been re-sprayed. Saddle's the original saddle. Saddles are always subjective to each person that sits on them as to whether they're comfortable for that person. I personally don't find this saddle particularly comfortable, but it's, you know, be up to you to see what you think. Even though it is a funky shape so that it ties in with the aesthetics of the bike, it is actually just a normal bike saddle, so you can just fit another bike saddle to it. Then coming around the rear a bit more, we've got integrated foot pegs on both sides for the rear passenger. We've also got these perspex guards on both sides to stop laces or trousers or whatever getting caught up in the wheel. Rear mud guard and the rear tyre has also got lots of tread left on it. And it's also got another mechanical rear disc brake where the pads have been replaced. And it's also got a torque arm, this little extra bit of metal, to prevent the wheel being able to spin out of the dropout under torque, so that's a good extra feature. Other subjective things that are of note that you could look at upgrading in the future, none of which are absolutely necessary, it's all choice, but the pedals, even though they're all right pedals, they are just plastic platform pedals. You could buy some better ones with sort of studs or whatever in them to plant your feet better on the bike. The saddle, obviously, we've already spoken about, and grips are always subjective as well, so you may wish to change the style of grips. I think mechanically that's everything there is to it. Overall, there's very little in the way of marks on the bike. I'll point out the ones I know of and can see. So there's some marks on the mudguard itself. The mudguard plastics have come up nice black, but the rear mudguard is marked the worst out of any part of the bike. There's some small marks on the mudguard on the front, on the ends, and there's a little white mark that runs up the handlebar there on the right side. But other than that, the bike is in really, really good condition. Really not far off new condition, I would say, other than those points marks that I've pointed out. So that's it for mechanical. There'll be another video for electrical. Cheers.